The fact that they made the hit rates so low in this set are absolutely diabolical. Like, I think this is our last hit. Ooh! Let's fucking go, boys! We're manifesting today! Hello, my friends. You can call me Manoli, and today we have a box of EB02. Yes, the extra booster set, the anime 25th anniversary collection from the One Piece card game. Highly coveted, very exciting. Got there on release day. Yes, I went down to the Brooklyn Bandai store with some friends. Got there a little early, got some duels in, and managed to get just one box, mostly because that's all they would let us buy. To be honest with you, there's a lot of singles I'd rather be buying on my own from this, but I can't help but rip at least one box of this. We are, of course, looking for the manga Luffy. Shocker, I know. We're also looking for, very specifically, the 6-cost Rush Luffy, the SEC Luffy. I plan on playing Grape Luffy, Green-Purple Luffy, now top of meta deck for, I don't know, the next 3 weeks before Blue-Purple just absolutely ruins the current Western meta. And just before we get into ripping this box, I would like to ask you, please, for the love of God, like, comment, and subscribe. Shocker, a YouTuber asking you to do such a thing. Those 3 words that you hear on every channel, but it really would mean a lot. I would love to see some people coming back saying hello, and I would love to hear what kind of content you would like to see me do, and maybe even let me know in the comments what kind of cards you are hoping to pull from EB02. Let's get down to this and pray to God we can pull the manga. I'm not gonna lie, I am not loving the hit rate discussions that I'm hearing with this set. Almost no 3-hit boxes, kind of lame in my opinion. The fact that most of them are only 2-hit boxes, kind of lame in my opinion, but I will give them credit here. I do absolutely love the theming and the artwork around the box, the packs. I'm especially excited to be collecting these event cards that are supposed to be coming in these. The sort of like storyboard setups they have going on. I believe these were drawn by the people who are going to be doing the actual anime remake for One Piece. I think it's being done by Wit Studio as well, called The One Piece. I'm very excited for it, and I think it'll be nice to get a lot of new fans into One Piece as well, just being able to shorten it down, give it some fresh animation, and really, I guess, just take it up to the next level. All right, first pack, let's see what we got. Again, these packs are just super, super nice. I would love to just get 3 hits, you know, just get 3 hits out of the way, and then I can keep a dead pack sealed just for pure looks. First pack magic, Crocodile, Magellan, Gaimon, Iceberg, Grandpa Ryu, Hilden, 3 pace, I don't even know. Cloudberman? I know what these are. I know these are like the ship spirits. And I see something shiny. I think our first SR. These are those storyboards I was talking about. This is the first one. Looks like for the Black Searcher events. But our first potential hit? Enel SR. Very, very cool design. I definitely want to be grabbing a playset of the standard ones of these, so 3 more of these to build a potential Enel deck at some point, but really, really liking these. Now, the One Piece store was actually not too bad today. I went there on Bandai release, on the opening day of the Bandai store, and it was pretty nuts, I remember. But this was definitely a lot more tame. It was a nice way to pass time. We were just dueling quite a bit. Brooke, rare card, and Frankie. I have been seeing such a mix. I feel like these boxes are definitely very much all or nothing. It seems like you're either getting just the most massive 3-hit box, including a manga, shocker, or you're getting a 2-hit box with something that will maybe make you happy. If you get Sanji Pudding, I think Nami, or the Rush Luffy all art, not the just a standard all art, not the actual manga, I think you are definitely happy with your box. There's really only 2 hits we're looking to miss here. I don't want the alt art Usopp, and I definitely don't want the alt art Arlong. Avoiding those like the plague if we can. Also, hilarious they made this. Just fake Straw Hat Crew, just across the board. Shopper Man. I mean, just the cutest little guy. Porcus the Ace, and Nami. Beautiful. So I do need these for a grape deck. Perfect. Just a few more. I've been watching a lot of people like Real Joshua and Koilectables, and I've just been loving the content. I've been trying to find a way I can get more involved in the content game on YouTube, and I think just doing vlogs and just sort of like, not as much pack ripping, because I don't want to keep buying packs to rip. I don't think it's a very viable way of doing things, at least not right now. But doing like silly challenges on Sim especially, maybe just like showing my progress and improving as a player. 2020 Chopper and Jewelry Bonnie SR. Very nice. Love the artwork on this. Love the Bonnie art. I know this is going to be a very, very playable, very, very playable card. At least I'm pretty sure it is. I say this as I'm not a Bonnie player. Now, I am trying to remain calm as the Grape Luffy cards are just going for absolutely egregious numbers. Specifically, the SEC Rush Luffy is going for, I think, like $75 right now, which is just insane for a standard rarity SEC. And the problem is I need 3 of them. Am I going to be paying $75? Absolutely not. If we could pull one, that's sick. Makes my life a lot easier. I don't even know. Ooh, I don't even know. This is another one of those. So happy. I'm pretty sure every box will come with all of them. I just think they're one of the coolest design cards in the entire game. And then Robin, beautiful. I think I now have a full place, and I have a friend that was kind enough to pass along his for me, and I think I only needed one more. Yeah, this is definitely a very serious pay-to-win deck, and I think it's tough because it is a very fun deck to play. It is a best in deck in format, but the problem is it's best deck in format for, like I said, 3 weeks. This deck is going to be dropping pretty... I don't want to say pretty significantly. This will still be, without a doubt, like a tier A deck, probably a top 3. I don't even think it's close. But all of this could also get shaken up when we see what these starter decks that are coming out soon for. No one knows what's in the starter decks. The fact that they've been edging us for this long is outrageous to me. And Vegapunk SR. The alt art for this is actually really cool. Very, very like pastel-y and colorful. Big fan of it. We are still missing that Sanji pudding. Not getting at least one in here would be just heartbreaking. It is an interesting deck too, because I've yet to see a single, just like full-fledged proper deck list for this. There's definitely no clear-cut deck list that everyone seems to be running. Speak of the Devil, our Monkey D. Luffy purple, grape, green, purple leader card, just the standard version. And then Usopp, and then Brand New World. So our purple version of those. And one thing I've definitely gotten in the habit of, I fully organized all of my bulk. I've been keeping at least one play set of every card and keeping them well organized by set and number. Also by color, if that wasn't obvious. And another Nami. Beautiful. I think we are good now. I think I have a full play set of Namis, if I'm not mistaken. Fortunately, these are not the cards that we're worried about getting. These are going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy to get. It's really just 2 cards. Like I said, SEC Luffy and Sanji Pudding SR are going to be a nightmare to get. And honest to God, I have personal beef with Sanji Pudding. If we pull one, I'll share a little more then. But let's wait and see if we can get there. Hilden, Germa 6, Sabo. Alt Art Sen Goku. Hell yeah. One of the... I think one of the coolest alt arts in this set. So sick. This is one of the ones that I was wanting for the personal collection. I don't know if it's a card that I would move particularly, but this is sick. The foil on it's amazing. I love the art. A good first hit. I'm very happy with this. Let's get this in a sleeve. Very cool. Our first hit there. One thing that I find crazy is that the alt art leader for this is 1 in a case. Feels egregious to say the least. I don't know in what world they thought that was a good idea, but to make it 1 in an entire case is crazy. I'm at least happy that I have no interest in that alt art. Personally, not a fan. Don't love the art arc. I honestly like the standard base art way more, and if anything, I would definitely try to get like a custom proxy leader from makers like Kaizoku Cards or something like that. Brooke and Trafalgar Law standard SR. I would love to get the alternate art of this one. That's a personal chase for sure. Luckily, I don't think it's going for tabling much, so if I need to pick it up on the side, that's fine by me. But absolutely love this card. Love Law. Favorite character in One Piece. One of the coolest powers, coolest demeanor. Guy just oozes aura. He thought he was making a good deal joining the Straw Hats, and is just... I think his blood pressure rises with every episode that passes by. Now, I haven't seen a couple. I'm definitely looking for some of the stage cards for sure. Nico Robin, very good. I think I'm now good on her. And then another Black Searcher. We had one of these. If you couldn't tell, this is one of my first times, I guess, filming a video in this scenario. I usually do Twitch streams. This one I'm just filming on my own. I definitely want to be streaming more. If you guys are interested in enjoying the content so far and want to kind of keep up with more of my stuff, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can see the links to all my stuff in my bio below in the comments. I do a lot of Twitch streaming, and I want to continue making content here on YouTube. More in this like category things with like TCG, specifically with One Piece. But definitely we'll be getting into more things like games and just like other content that I enjoy. So this is another leader pack. Let's see who we got. Luffy, obviously. Another Zoro, beautiful, and Sanji. Just the right and left hand of the future king of the pirates. Just an absolutely terrifying trio right here. Unfortunately, that does mean, though, no alt art. No alt art leader for us. We did not get that pool. We're about halfway through the box. You're still looking for minimum one more hit. God willing. Magellan, Gaimon, Iceberg, Buggy, and Don Quixote Rosinante. Another one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite character designs in the entire series. Absolutely love this card. Buggy, just an absolute clown as always. Just one of the highest end dorks in the entire game, in the entire series. And honestly, I don't think it's without. I don't think it should be without reason to say that Buggy may actually end up becoming King of the Pirates. Just the way this show has been treating him and the way he has been failing forward has been stuff of legend, something to be stunned in fact. Sarfunkel, 3-page Jonathan, Oos, and Porcus the Ace. Not bad, not bad. We are still looking for another hit here. Gaimon, Crocodile, Jonathan, Vista, Kome, we are, and Tony Chopper. I mean, so now 2 Choppers. I mean, just one of the most iconic panels, I feel like, in all of One Piece. I mean, so iconic, in fact. I mean, they literally put it as the set artwork. These are definitely going to be going across a row in my binder. I mean, just so cool. I'm like a very big One Piece fan of my own, and one thing that definitely drew me to this is I don't know, just the fact that it's actually like a very fun card game to play in general. I'm a big fan of poker. I'm a big poker guy outside of this, and I don't know, I think like mixing these things of like card games and One Piece has just been such like a beautiful combo, but also just like the card artwork. Like there's so many unique types, and I feel like the quality of the straight up cardboard is just crazy. I know Pokemon has some decent stuff, to say the least, but I just feel like One Piece just like has it in the bag in terms of their quality of cardboard. Monkey D. Garp and Mary Go, beautiful. I need, I think, 2 more now of these, so let's hope we can just get these pulled out right from the go. Oh nice, we have them all. Beautiful. So all 6 there, 1 for each color. Brand new for purple. Blue is Hope. Kokoro no Chizo, I don't know how to pronounce that, so apologies, but black. The Peak for red. We are for green, and then Oos for yellow. So we now have a full set, which is lovely. I'm pretty sure you just get it with every box anyways. Giant Pistol. I see Jinbei, another just very cool card art. I love the waves in the top right there. This card isn't anything crazy, I just think it just looks very cool. And then last card, another Frankie. The manga's always still alive. Obviously my hopes are slimming on there, but you know, you gotta believe. You always, I feel like when you're buying a box, you always have to kind of like have that little bit of hope in you that the manga is going to get pulled. Still something that's evaded me. Would love to just know that thrill. That I want to know what that blood rush feels like. That's got to be a dangerous high to catch. Sanji, and then there we are, Sanji Pudding. Beautiful. 3 more we need now. I only think there's going to be 1 in a box, but unless we pull an all art. This card is what makes green purple Luffy work. It is, one, just such a nice, pretty card. But also, my one gripe with this card is it just kills the aura of a deck, man. It just kills the theming. We throw down 4 cost Zoro Joro, 6 cost Rush Luffy, Jet Gatling Luffy, and then we get this 5 cost Sanji Pudding that is literally the most integral part of the deck, and without it, you lose. On that note, the card art's just gorgeous. Super, super nice. Glad to have snagged one safely. I don't even know if they're guaranteed in every box, at least 1, but I am at least glad to have gotten 1 off the board for me. All right, we are down to our last 4 packs with 1 hit remaining minimum. Bluno, Chopper Man. I can't wait to use literally none of these cards. Like, it's so much bulk. Brand new world, and we have 1 hit remaining. Unless I get the coveted 1-hit box and I jump off a bridge. The fact that they made the hit rates so low in this set are absolutely diabolical. Like what do they have? What do they have to gain from this? And then I think this is our last hit. Ooh! Let's fucking go, boys! Let's fucking go, boys! Whoa! SEC Luffy, Jet Gatling Luffy. What were we just fucking talking about? We're manifesting today. Only 4 in a case and your boy walked away with one of them. Let's go. This is what dreams are made of, kids. Come on. My fake Italian accent just kicked in hard with this one. That's how you know it's a real pool. That's how you know I'm actually excited about this. Dude, hell yeah. Oh, baby. Alright, last 2. Komai, Nami, very nice. I think I needed one more of those. And Arlong. This guy can go fuck himself. Atrocious card. Alright, folks, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to need some last pack magic here. It would be something out of a storybook, out of a fairy tale, if the last pack contains the manga. Alright. Soja King. All Hunt Ground. Fake Straw Hat Crew. Merry Go, not the one we need. Vista, Gurma 66, Grandpa Ryu, Cloven Rose Blizzard, Hilden, Zoro. Ladies and gentlemen, final card of the EB02. Damn! All good. You know why? Because we pulled a 1. We pulled a 1 of 4 in an entire case. For SEC Luffy. That's one of funny enough, I think that might be the most expensive card I've ever pulled in all of One Piece. This is averaging 75 buckaroos right now for a base rarity, and I'll put up a little image right here, but the base rarity against the alternate art version, it's not even close. Base rarity sweeps it. If I saw that alt art, I would have been thrilled because that means I could sell it guilt-free. But this one, unfortunately, I need it for a play set. Not even a full, just 2 more. 2 more. But these are 2 I'm happy with. Luckily, I think the other alt arts that I want, I don't think are going to be going for too crazy. I think that Law card's already going for like 15 bucks, which I'm happy with. I'll be picking that up. The Enel alt art I would love to get as well. I even like the Bonnie one quite a bit. But, I mean, we got the cards to me that matter. We got one step closer to being able to run green-purple Luffy. And that's fine by me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here today. Again, you can call me Manoli. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Going to be doing more One Piece card content. Sim, deck building. Me just trying to become not a dog shit player, if I'm being honest with you guys. And I would just absolutely love it if you could stick around for the ride, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Leave a comment on who you're hoping to pull from EB02, and if anything, if there's any sort of videos that you'd like to see me do, please let me know down below. Mwah. Cheers, my friends.